Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Weekly Roundup. I have a short list. Let's see if I can keep it under 10 minutes. I want to provide some updates on all the projects happening. So obviously the big one is the Main Street Bridge, and work started. I hope that's obvious to everyone. The DOT's contractor is Zenith. Zenith has been working with barges and heavy equipment to begin to remove the decking of the bridge. And that's what a lot of that looks like. A lot of the rebar and rubble, they're pulling the decking off. That decking goes onto a barge. The barge floats back down the river and then is removed near kind of the town square site, removed and put into trucks from there. So that is obviously a massive undertaking, but one that, even though it's a mess, is exciting to see. So just a reminder to you all to please continue to go downtown and frequent our downtown businesses, and especially our businesses, directly impacted in those first couple blocks of downtown. There are still good detours to get around to them. So if your time permits, please make sure you're still frequenting our businesses downtown. We have heard, just good progress on that project. So as things continue to progress, I'll provide updates, but so far so good on the bridge. Excuse me. Same goes for the fire station. So the fire station site is going very well. I talked last week about dirt, and this week I was asked more times than I can count, like, what did people think was wrong with the dirt? And thank you for talking about the dirt. So glad we had the opportunity to kind of set the record straight with you all, and thank you for your feedback that allows us to inform those comments. We're excited that it looks different now at the fire station site. You can kind of see a nice pad area where the apparatus bay will be. Just yesterday they were working a little bit to the east, and that's where the station will be. We're expecting foundation work to be in next week, and also because of that, we will have a temporary closure of Johnson Street. So if you go to the YMCA or the daycare or Head Start, or you live in that area, please have awareness that on Tuesday the 21st from 9 a.m. to about 2-ish, 3-ish p.m., that road's going to be closed to do some water main work that ties into the project. So we do try to be mindful of time though. Like obviously there's a lot of people dropping off before work at the Y, and so we don't start at 7 a.m. when we could. We do try to kind of push back those times that we begin so that people's heavy traffic times aren't negatively impacted by our closures. So I just think it's important that people know we think that deeply about not impacting their work and their life in the way that we're doing ours. On the Riverside Park bathroom, trusses are coming next week, which is kind of cool. We'll finally start to see the building go up. And so things are going well there. Just a reminder that the park is still closed from dawn till dusk. We have electrical and power off, obviously, with the work happening there. So still dawn to dusk closures of Riverside Park. The new project for this week is the yard waste site. I never thought I'd talk about yard waste site projects, but they're important because we have permit limits that we get from the state, from the DNR, and in order to meet a lot of these permit requirements, we are doing a variety of different best management practices all across the city, and here's another one. So we're putting in a sand filter at the yard waste site. It helps to make sure contaminants are removed, and just things that we have to measure in our stormwater are removed before they go into our storm system or into a waterway. So we're installing that sand filter. What that means to the vast majority of people, though, is that there's a little bit of a traffic pattern difference at the yard waste site. So please just go slow, be careful, watch out for signs. I know a lot of people go there with habit, and so they're used to the way that they go in and out, but it is changing. So please be mindful of the signage there. All right, on the recreation front, we still need 2 coaches, but thank you for everyone who's stepped up so far. We do need 2 T-ball coaches. The games are on Mondays at 5:30 at BQ, but the practices are up to you. So if you are willing to volunteer your experience and your talents to really helping those beginner athletes, those beginner baseball players at T-ball, please reach out to the Park and Rec so that we can have a conversation with you and have the potential to have you help out our community. We still are looking for some umpires as well, so if one or the other is hopefully of interest, we can make sure that we have a really great baseball season. We are doing discount tickets still, so please, those tend to sell out depending upon the attraction quickly, so if that's of interest, contact Park and Rec. And then we are also doing co-ed youth volleyball. This will be outdoors at Riverside Park on Thursdays. And then we announced this week kind of like a camp style short game for baseball. So someone who was a very kind of institutional coach in this area is bringing back his talents and coaching baseball in this new way. So check out our Facebook page for more information. There's a variety of different sessions to participate in. And then for day camp, we put out our weekly themes, and I want to go to day camp. Like, these themes sound so fun. So if you have children between the ages of 4 and 12, check out our day camp as an opportunity for summer childcare. Not as excitingly, the PD has had some information sharing lately about damage that we've had in the community and really in the greater area. But if you have had damage to your vehicle, car windows mainly, in the last couple of months, please reach out to the PD. They have indeed found folks responsible for that, but they're just looking to make sure that they capture everybody that could have been impacted. So if that's you or someone you know, please just contact the police department. On the streets front, we're coming into that time. So this week, next week, you're going to start to see more workers in our roadways. So please slow down and please pay attention. These folks are making sure our roadways are well maintained and safe, and we need to make sure we keep them safe while they're doing so. So we're going to have some pavement marking work that will begin. I know we're doing curb and gutter work already, and then work will begin at Boomer Street. So the remaining parts of Boomer that weren't realigned are getting a mill and overlay, so we're going to get that pavement replaced. So please just be mindful that we'll have a closure there. The library is gearing up for the kickoff of the summer reading program. My family always participates. It's such a good time. The library does such a wonderful job with this. The program runs from June 3rd to July 28th, and registration starts on May 28th, and that's either online or at the library. So summer reading challenge is coming up. They're also doing an author open reading next week. So if you are a local author and you want to share your writing talent, I would encourage you to check out that information at the library. The big news for the weekend is it is the first birthday of the Benson Family Town Square, and we are having a bash. So the weather should be great. So if you are looking for something to do tomorrow, I guarantee you'll find something to do at the square. There are things for adults, kids, families, everything in between. There's face painting, food, drinks, music, bouncy houses. There will be tons of fun and great weather to celebrate just the incredible year we've had at the square of just bringing this community together and bringing visitors to our community. And so please join us tomorrow at the square to celebrate our first birthday. We also are having, I know plant sales and other events. Watertown Tourism is your spot for that. But it's also citywide rummage, I believe, this weekend. And let me tell you, the city of Watertown does not organize citywide rummage. I think a lot of people think we do, we don't. But we did have a really nice post of some good reminders. And if you're having a rummage sale, please check it out. Things like corded items, those have to go to the streets department. You can't throw those in your garbage or recycling. Please don't leave your unsold items sitting on the curb. You can contact the streets department. We can tell you how to pay and dispose of those. So if you're hosting a rummage sale, just check out our posts and remind yourself. Also, this is a big one. Those signs have to stay in your yard. So the public right-of-way, the public boulevards are not where we should be placing signs. Obviously, it's something that's happens, but please just help us out by keeping those in your yard or asking someone if they can place it in their yard. So lots going on this weekend. The weather should be nice, so a good opportunity to enjoy our community. So have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.